5 guilty pleasures of the world's richest people. Who are these people, and where are they from? There is a special group of super rich people. The people who arrive at the Monaco Yacht Club in stretch limos and supercars are the most elite of the elite. In the company of princes, playboys, and billionaires, you rub shoulders with everyone. There is nothing like sipping champagne on the deck of a luxury yacht before evading the paparazzi to head out to a night on the town where you could splurge on expensive wine and get a taste of lavish gaming. It is common for us to wish at some point in our lives that we could be one of the people in these videos. Just for a day, I would like to experience all those hidden pleasures for myself. Is it really necessary to ask the question about whether these individuals feel guilty about their life of decadence and overt wealth? Here we will take a look at some of the secret pleasures that only the super rich are able to enjoy, and we will see if they are worth the price. Number 1. Superyachts, the floating mansions. The majority of people, when they think of boats, imagine a small single-engine vessel that they may be able to use to travel around the shallow waters around the globe in search of good spots for fishing, snorkeling, and sunbathing. Spots. Nevertheless, there are also many other types of boats that can be found on the market. I am interested in this opportunity because I think it is something that I would be interested in. In the case of superyachts, they extend the concept of boat to what can only be described as an exponential layer of luxury. There are many palaces of the water situated around the world, ranging in length from a cricket pitch up to a rugby field, and each of these palaces have everything you can imagine, as well as a lot of things you have never even heard of. In these ships, you'll find everything you could want and more. There are onboard cinemas, gyms, submarines, and helicopters that will blow you away with their amazing perks. With a great number of the top celebrities in the world lavishing their fortunes on superyachts, superyachts have become symbols of overt wealth. In addition to Bianca and Richard Branson, these vessels can also be found docked somewhere else in the world, from the southern coast of France to Florida. The average-sized superyacht costs well over $200 million, and that's before the annual salary cost of the crew and maintenance costs. Number 2. Life in the fast lane. Supercars. There is nothing more symbolic of super richness than a supercar. This type of vehicle can fetch millions of dollars because they are designed for speed and performance. And some of them are even custom-built and ergonomically designed for the billionaire individual who is putting the keys to the wheel. This year, Bugatti launched its La Voiture Noire, which retails for a staggering $25 million, making it the most expensive supercar in the world at the moment. There are only 10 of these cars that have been produced, making them one of the most exclusive cars in the world. Number 3. Vast art collections. Despite the fact that print of a Picasso on the wall looks as beautiful as it does, the print is just a copy of the original in a nice frame that we use to display it. There is no denying that the original costs hundreds of millions of dollars. But for those who appreciate art, as well as the bragging rights to own an original painting or sculpture, this can be a delightfully guilty pleasure indeed. Knight Frank, in their 2018 wealth report, revealed that people who are wealthy are now spending more of their money on art than they are on fine wine, according to Knight Frank. Whether one searches for the classics at traditional auctions, or whether one has private curators scouring the regions for the most recent pieces from Asia and Africa, one thing that they all have in common is that they all come with an exorbitant price tag. Regardless of how much the super rich claim that their art is an investment, a large percentage of art appreciates in value much more than the majority of stocks and properties, and it is somewhat exciting to own, something that the rest of the world covets, but will never own. As of today, Francois Pinault is the owner of the world's biggest art collection, and he is worth a huge $45.2 billion, making him one of the wealthiest men in the world. Number 4. Exclusive VIP clubs. A scene straight out of a 007 movie. That's how the world's elite like to gamble. But for many, being seen in the public eye isn't enough to make them feel exclusive. There are a few casinos that cater for the super rich with exclusive VIP access to their casinos, where only those who can afford the hefty buy-ins will get to enter. As a result, many casinos cater for the super rich with exclusive VIP access to their casinos. There is no doubt that the thrill of exclusivity is the driving force behind the increasing popularity of these casinos, and because of this rising popularity, the top casinos are trying their best to attract the attention of the super rich through VIP junkets and other experiences that can only be acquired via their online casinos. Many people do not know that there are some online casinos that are available to them due to their lack of knowledge. Those who claim high roller exclusive bonuses, such as those listed by No Deposit Friend, are contacted personally by No Deposit Friend and are offered to play at these luxury invite-only casinos by No Deposit Friend. Number 5. The lonely paradise of a private island. Having a seaside holiday on a tropical island is something that most people can only dream about in their wildest dreams. There is nothing more claustrophobic than having your own private island when it comes to the message, "I'm rich," than having your own island. In regard to the number of habitable private islands that exist, there are less than 2,000 in existence, making this truly a limited edition commodity of the highest order. In order for the super rich to be able to live their own lives in complete privacy, as well as having the freedom to design it exactly the way they want, private islands are at the top of the must-have list. Despite the fact that the wealthy elite do not own their own islands, there is still a Banwell private island in the Philippines that costs $100,000 a night, exceeding what most middle-income households make in a year, which is still an incredible amount of money. No amount of guilt will be able to make up for what you did if you don't feel even a slight guilt for it.